right, because we made it to
Another Friday.
Yes, indeedy. So welcome aboard. You're listening to our Friday show. You want me to crank you up once again, right?
Yeah.
I see you.
You seem to do that once in a while. It's like, let's see if Debbie can hear tonight.
I don't preset the controls. So I don't know what
I
I
know.
need until
It's still too low.
Good night, Irene. How's that? Better?
That's a little better.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't test these always ahead of time.
No, I
because-
know that.
Yeah.
Well, actually, when I come in, we should turn it on, but we can't really do that, can we?
Not until we go live.
Oh.
So, I mean, because
What happens when we go dead?
Oh.
Then we're dead.
Yeah. It's sound of silence. What's that?
I don't think my microphone's working.
Oh, it is.
Okay.
So, did you have a good
But
week?
you have to get right up on it. Yeah, there you go.
Ugh.
Yeah, get right up on it. Yeah. that's
So, did you have a good week?
I did. It
I
was-
know. I saw you at the ball game today.
I was at the ball game today. Yesterday, Tiffany. I've been talking about this the last couple of weeks. About this is if you haven't already done, this is a bucket list thing to do if you're a local person.
Right.
You got to go to Jonathan Dickinson State Park and do the Trapper Nelson.
Oh, I saw that too.
yeah.
Yes, I've done that.
And of course, I did it about 25, 30 years
Years
ago.
ago. Right.
And
So, did you take a canoe and go down, or did you go on the boat ride?
we did the boat ride because Tiffany was terrified that we could flip over and and
Well,
visit with alligators. So-
sometimes it's a little deep, but there's a lot of
we saw
shallow.
We saw a lot of canoers. We saw a lot of folks paddling around, boaters, fishing people. But we took the pontoon boat
Okay.
over to Trapper Nelson's
Okay.
place. And,
Did you have a tour?
took the whole tour, enjoyed the heck out of it, and it was great.
It wasn't that long ago that in our realm,
66.
right?
So
And
it's
that
just recent.
actually wasn't that long ago.
To me, it seems like yesterday. Yeah. Yeah.
That he was around. So
Yeah.
when we go to all these things, you have to put in realm. How old you are.
It's all relational. Yes, you're
yes.
exactly right. Yeah.
The kids today would have no clue.
When I was there, they to give you a perspective of time, right? They had all the original lumber cords of wood that he had hand cut were still piled up there, and
Okay.
it was huge because he would cut that for sport, just for exercise,
Right.
right. And now it's maybe only the stack is just a couple, 2-3 rows high, and that's it. And everything,
Because it disintegrated.
it is just disintegrated.
Because it came from
Ah,
nature. It goes back to nature.
Yeah, but
And all the weather and everything else.
now with all the trees that have fallen in that area,
right.
you would think that somebody would say, "Here's a fun thing we could do to restore the original look," because eventually it'll just be just dust
You're
in
right.
that spot. And I don't think that's right either. Because,
No.
because you could say, well, if you could imagine a bบpile of logs, well,
Well, we'll put them up there.
just do it because people don't have any kind of imagination.
And they do.
anymore.
They have the burnt wood. They do the wildfires. They do this. They do
The
that.
slash pine, construction was just fantastic, and how durable that was.
Have you noticed around Jensen Beach how they're clearing different things at different areas? Like behind the Home Depot, it's all cleared.
Oh no!
Yeah, you get on
Mm.
Goldenrod and it's all cleared.
Oh,
And
yeah.
then where else was I looking at? And you can see where they're clearing
right,
different spots back in the woods.
right,
And
right.
I don't know if it's going to be, voila, here we are,
Hmm.
or if they're taking down the dead wood. And it's all around Baker Road.
Okay.
And then I was listening to the news the other night and all the sold signs on Jensen Beach Boulevard.
Yeah.
Well, I was listening. I don't know if it was WSTU or PSL, but they're going to build an autistic school
Hmm.
on Jensen Beach Boulevard,
Oh,
which is pretty neat.
I did hear something about this school, but I didn't get the whole backstory about where
Which is
the director
odd.
was. And I think it was. I couldn't tell you because I listened to both stations too.
Right. I listened
Yeah.
to both stations, so it's just like,
Right.
okay.
Yeah. But yeah.
But,
it was a
I was
wonderful
wondering
interview.
what some of
Yeah.
that sold. I'm thinking houses. We got enough. We got behind Publix now. We got a housing project. We got US1 in a new Burger King.
A new Burger King.
Well, it just opened up by Sam's,
Okay. All right.
and then next to the housing development. So yes, everything must be flourishing because
Right.
they don't build housing projects unless the economy is up.
Right.
Mhm.
Right.
And they're not inexpensive. What
No.
happened to the 55, 60, $90,000 homes?
Oh,
They're not
those-
affordable.
those
Now
come
it's
with wheels.
affordable in the $200,000 range. That's
Yeah.
like not affordable
No, I know.
for a lot of people.
No, I know.
So
I know. But
anyway,
yes, we have a wonderful old friend,
a wonderful guest and old
guest.
friend.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
And Lisa Teeter has a new hat on this week.
Does.
She's been here through all of her hats, but this one is she is really inspired
Yes.
with living at Inspired Living.
Wow. Well
You
done.
got it.
So how are you, Lisa?
I'm really great. How are you?
Oh, always wonderful.
That's
It's always
super.
a delight to see you and be with you.
Well, I
And
enjoy
guess
it.
what, everybody? If you're listening, you can call in 220-9788 and wish Lisa a happy birthday.
Yeah.
It was her
how
birthday
sweet is
this
that?
week.
Aw.
Yep.
So
And I
Tell-
am, when you said your old friend, that was probably a bit appropriate.
Yeah.
but,
I'm sorry.
just don't say it again.
Okay. All right. I
I'll get you
what-
next time.
Yeah,
but Lisa, we're both
yes,
older than
yeah,
you, so that's,
yeah,
that's,
that's
okay.
true.
So we're okay.
We're,
then.
we're talking about long time friend.
a long time acquaintance. How's that?
I like it.
Okay,
I like it.
we'll
Been in
say
town for a very long time.
Yeah.
So tell us how you got involved and what you're doing and what's going on and when do you open? I mean, we have lots of questions for you.
Well, Inspired Living at Stewart on Cove Road has been in construction for about a year and a half.
Okay.
So it's been a long process. I started out in the sales trailer watching this thing go up. So it's become a real baby for me. And we're an independent assisted living and memory care community. And there's a big need for it. I know there's a few in town, but these people that build these beautiful communities do their research. They put a lot of money into them, and they know that a lot of moms and dads are going to need a beautiful place to live someday.
Oh, there's a lot of need.
Yes, there is
Yeah.
a lot. And I think too that for those of us in our 50s and 60s, I don't know how much we're paying attention to the fact that when we do need this type of community, we better be putting something aside because the need is huge. But we have people that are independent that just don't want to take care of their house anymore, or maybe they don't want to cook for their husband anymore, and they move in. And they come and go as they please, and they get a la carte dining all day long, and they're able to use all the amenities, and they love that. But the assisted living and memory care is where the true need comes in. Our community is, we've got 24-hour nursing care. We've got employees. Our staff is so committed. This company, Inspired Living, has dedicated and invested so much in all their employees. And each one of them, down to the dining staff, knows about dementia, and they know how to recognize certain things. And people need that. And it's a really good feeling when people move in or are planning to move in. It's okay. Everybody's here for you, and we're going to take care of your loved one. So I could speak for like 5 hours about it because I'm so passionate about it.
I can see that. Well,
That's
and
wonderful.
rightly
And
so.
you should be.
Yeah, it is. But somebody said to me the other day, "Oh my gosh, your community is so beautiful." I said, "It is beautiful, but what makes it beautiful are the people and the staff that are taking care of
Right.
the people walking in."
Yeah.
you
And,
know?
and the best part, and I know this from my years of being in retail, and Debbie knows this too from her work, that when you have that one-on-one with the client, guest, customer, and you get an opportunity to hear their story,
Oh,
and everybody has such a wonderful story and a history, a personal history, and they're eager to share it.
yes, I mean,
And that's the best part.
the coolest thing is because, of course, they come in and I sit down and we go through discovery so I can get a feeling of what their past is, what they like to do, what they need. But I met this gentleman and his niece, and he looked so familiar to me, but big time familiar. We were walking down one of the aisles on our second floor, and we have all Hollywood nostalgia, Liza Minnelli photos. I mean, this
and
man,
Francis Langford.
Francis. Yep. If we don't, I'm sure you could help us with
I
that.
can do that.
But this man looked so much like Clint Eastwood. And I swear to God, it was Clint Eastwood. He was from Nebraska. His birthday was on Clint Eastwood's birthday. We took a picture of him beside this amazing photo. He ended up having to move to Georgia, but I've been starting a rumor with everybody who comes into our place that Clint Eastwood could very well move in someday. So that's my sales angle.
All right.
That's good.
I love it. That's cool. That's cool.
So you never know. We have lots of different celebrities around here.
You just never know. We need a few, just to show up. We have a lot of events for our clients and our prospects. And I'll probably be able to share some of those at some point, Debbie, with you, and maybe you'd want to put them on the radio.
Yeah.
But I just wanted to tell you that, I mentioned that the interior is all about the value, but the exterior and what goes on, I mean, we've got a heated pool, we've got tiki bar, we've got beautiful walking paths, we've got amazing food, and people as they get older are really into their food.
Oh, yeah,
Like their
food.
taste
yes.
buds, their hearing may get bad, but their taste buds, I think, grow or something because they really want delicious food.
They do, but they don't need a lot of it. It's
No.
more like a good appetizer.
Yes, like they eat like the French. They taste. They
Right.
don't,
And that's part of our growing up as like you. We'd rather do antibiotic and hormone free.
Yeah.
And do different things like that. And we don't need a giant meal anymore.
No, I
You know.
agree. I agree with you.
A lot of chicken, a lot of good.
Good stuff. But
Good
Kate,
stuff.
you can eat yummy things too because you only go around once.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
true.
But anyway, I'm very excited. I've been in outside sales forever, but now I'm dealing with people that I truly feel passionate about.
Good.
Yeah,
That's wonderful.
makes me happy.
Yeah.
Oh, there was a
Is that Joseph?
telemarketer.
Whenever I answer the phone and there's no voice at the other end, I just hang up.
Oh,
So
you don't give them a minute to.
it's live radio. I don't know. Pipe up if you're going to talk.
Can I mention
be quiet?
one more really
Sure,
special
please.
thing?
Sure, you
A
can.
lot of times when people hear about memory care, our loved ones that have dementia, they're locked out and they don't have the ability to travel on their own. In our place, basically,
I know. Lisa has someone trying to call in.
Oh, all right.
So,
Okay, so hopefully-
so that's why I said, please give
Oh.
them a minute.
Oh,
Right.
all right. Well, we'll try again.
but where we are, we have a whole memory care wing, and they can come and go. They can go outside. They can check out the butterfly, the butterfly trees, the garden.
Do you have
the
a
whole-
butterfly garden?
Yeah, we're in the process of building it. That might be Joseph.
WSTU.
Yes,
Oops.
that would be great.
It's beautiful.
And well, I'm going to come down and visit you when you're open.
Yeah, that would be beautiful.
Yes.
Caller that we're looking for. Stand by.
So here we go.
That's Joseph. That must be my boss.
Good
Joseph.
afternoon.
Yeah.
Good afternoon. How you lovely ladies and gentlemen doing today?
Fine. And how are you?
Fantastic.
Are you here for Inspired Living?
Inspired Living is definitely here with me, in me, and around me. So yes,
That's wonderful. We're going to let Lisa ask you a couple questions maybe, or prep you on. And if not, then we will.
sounds good.
Hey, Joseph.
How are you, Lisa?
I'm doing awesome. Really, really good for a Friday afternoon with great friends.
Fantastic.
I'm going to ask you a very big question. If you were to weigh all the amazing amenities, people amenities and all, what would you say is the most valuable one inside our building?
I would say my staff and the for Inspired Living of Stewart. We brought together a great team that has the compassion and the love and caring heart for each and everyone that walks through the door, whether you're a resident, a family member, or a vendor. That's the niche that we have in that in the market, is that we all have that compassion and caring and loving a feeling for each and everyone that we encounter.
Joseph, I was kind of reminiscing on a very short rope about today's family. and how everybody was hugging and kissing and smiling and walking people out, and the kids were having a great time. I think we truly create a home and a wonderful landing spot for not just the people moving in, but for their families.
Well, and that's exactly what we do. We do differently from anyone else that I can think of that been doing this for many, many, many years, and I've never seen the emotions and compassion that I see when we surround ourselves with family. And like you said, the kids today,
They're great.
before they're left today, they want to hug and squeeze every manager and line staff that they came in encounter. So you
That's
don't
great.
see that too often.
No, that's great for the community and for the people.
Yes, yes.
So what is your title on this? I don't know.
What is
But yeah, where do you fall into this amenity?
Well, I am the executive director. I was instrumental on putting, I would say, 80-90% of the people in place as far as the team that we have together. And if you ask me, would I change it? No. I think we have the best team in there. Matter of fact, I think we have the best team in the industry right now. It's really unbelievable what we put together so short.
That's wonderful. And is and cost effective for people?
Very much so. Very much so. And you can't put a cost on love and caring and compassion. And that's what we deliver. So we don't even think about the cost when it comes into, and you know, most family members, they think about, you know, the family or the residents that we're trying to capture. Yes, they do have costs, and they have budgeting and so on and so forth. And the good thing about us is that we will work with the budget, and we try to enhance that so that anyone that walks through the door could actually come in and be a part of Inspired Living. I mean, we do it from the heart.
Wonderful.
So the dollars and cents doesn't mean too much to us. It's just like the bricks and mortar that makes a building. It is a building, but you know what's in the building? We are in the building. We're in the building for a special need in this industry.
Wonderful.
Love and compassion.
Wonderful. And are you veteran friendly?
Yes, I'm a vet myself. So very, very much so. Veteran friendly, pet friendly. We do it all.
Well, that says it all. And you're enjoying your job.
I wouldn't change it for anything in the world. You know, every time I have an opportunity to express this, I'm in this industry and not a business, in this industry for a resident that I met 17 years ago, and she was 108.
Whoa.
And she told me on her last, with her last breath on the bed, that I was called to do this. And she wanted me to do it until I can't do it anymore. And this is what I've been doing for the last 17 years. And her name is Miss Tally. And I'm going to continue to do it for Miss Tally. And I can't do it anymore. And Miss Tally is with me every single day that I do it.
Can I ask if it was a last name? It was a Tally McCary? Because
Nah.
we've only had a couple tallies. Maybe it wasn't even around here.
No. Actually, she was from Texas.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, because we've had a couple elderly peoples, and then 17 years ago, that was a prominent name around here with prominent people.
Really?
So
Yeah, it's a small world.
Yes, small world. She might have been in the area, but I actually met her in Jupiter at
Okay.
Mangrove Bay.
okay, it doesn't mean that she wasn't down there either.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
but
you're right.
she was a fun person, and she was right on spot with everything.
She was on the spot, and she had a little bird. The bird was Birdie. And how I got in touch with Miss Tally is every morning Miss Tally would be sitting in a dining room, and she would convince me to go to the kitchen and steal some milk for Birdie. and, and I actually fell in love with Miss Tally and Birdie, but the chef hated me because I was stealing his milk. You know, I got attached to Miss Tally, and
Well, the
it went
chef
on
is
from there.
the chef is probably gone, and you're still here.
You know, the chef actually, a couple of weeks ago, I just saw him, and he told me he's hanging up his hat and he's moving to Canada. So,
Oh
Wow, he's running
Yeah.
away from the war.
so,
Yeah.
so
yeah,
well, yeah. Well, I guess global warming won't affect him too much up there, so that'll be good.
not too
yeah.
much.
Yeah.
Not too much.
No, he'll just freeze his kaboons off. You know, it's up there.
I love it. Well,
So,
somebody
Lisa-
has to do it.
Yes.
Engage. Is there anything else that we need
Well,
to
I
ask?
wanted to make a point and mention that Inspired Living doesn't have 1,000 locations all over the United States. We're a small, growing company that takes all of its employees' ideas, because we're the ones that are working in the trenches and we have really great ideas, and they call us a whiteboard company. And not many people have heard that before, but what it is a group of people all working in the same direction can literally raise the barn together from their experiences. And we also, this is, I think, the 15th or 16th location for us, but we don't plan on being like a super giant. We want to take all our energy and put it back into the communities we have and take care of the people that are living there. So
Is this your only community in Stewart?
yes, it is.
And where are
Don't-
some of your
don't
other
ask me
locations?
to name all of them, but
No.
we've got them in Texas, New Orleans. Help me, Joseph.
So if I can
Atlanta.
put that- We have 16 locations right now. We in the process of breaking ground, and one in Delray Beach, which is in Palm Beach County, and another one in Royal Palm Beach.
Okay.
So we're in Atlanta, New Orleans, Texas, and the remaining is in Florida.
Okay. So
The West.
if your residents want to come from Texas on a vacation in Florida, can they flip flop for a week or two?
That's a great question.
We do have what we call RESPER apartments. So if they're coming down for a couple of weeks, sure, they could. We'd be more than happy to let them transition into a RESPER apartment for those couple of weeks.
That's a
great.
nice idea, Joseph, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
Very boutiquey.
But
I like it.
people travel and they don't want to leave their loved ones behind. Sometimes I have clients that they bring their moms down and they do just what you say, like a respite or whatever.
Yeah.
But they come for a month and they stay at a facility near me or somewhere in town. And then when the kids go back, they scoop them up and they take them back and they put them back where they were.
Yeah, we actually we haven't specifically identified any one of two apartments for that right now, but we will. We should be opening officially within the next couple of weeks, and all of those would be rolled out. So
Okay.
if you have a loved one that you're getting ready to go on a vacation for 2 to 3 weeks, like you said, and they're not able to travel with you, and you need someone to care for them while they're gone while you're gone for those 3 weeks, 2-3 weeks. Yeah, that's what the RESPA is for. We'll later take care.
That's wonderful.
Very
Wonderful to
good.
know.
Fantastic.
So we have to take a break. You can stay on the line. We'll be back in a couple minutes, or we can just say thank you for calling, and it's up to you.
Okay, I'll stay on the line.
All right. cool.
Okay.
Excellent. All right. Well, we'll be right back. So stick with us. we are back.
We are back, and are you still on the line with us?
Yes, I am.
Oh, great.
Very good. Very good. So, this is the time of the show where I kind of do some big shot birthdays. So if I play something, tell me if you know who this is celebrating his birthday on this day.
I'm not good with that.
Pumping arteries surging, blood again.
So today is James T. Kirk or William Shatner's birthday. And he is like 80, I want to say 87 today,
You can come live
Yeah.
in our place.
right?
Yeah, he's about to be zoomed up.
He's a,
So, yeah.
is it Dean Custer?
Beam me up, Scotty.
All right.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So William Shatner,
this-
87
this-
on this day.
This gentleman probably never watched Star Trek.
Well,
Yeah,
Sometimes,
no, sure. Everybody
Yes, I
watched
did.
Star Trek.
no one. I never watched it.
Well, you're the exception to the rule on most
I
things,
don't. I don't watch TV that much. I never watched any. I mean, I know who the players are, but did I sit down and watch that?
Oh,
No,
yeah. Oh, well,
no.
well, it's all right.
Yeah, I watched Star Trek.
Well, of course. Yeah, you have to. That's part of our culture.
Well, thank
Yeah.
you for being a part of his big shot birthdays.
Yeah.
But we could go back to inspired living because
Okay, well, that's fine. I mean, it's just a part of the segment of the show.
Frank, that was special.
Yeah.
yeah, it was special, Frank.
That's okay. It's something new and different.
Yes.
Whose
Well, we do
birthday
it
is
every week,
tomorrow?
but usually when it's our last segment and I do go over what's going on for the weekend and he does big shot birthdays. And
Yeah.
Frank, it was
Okay.
so
It was
anyway,
good.
So what's going on for the weekend?
what's going on for the weekend? Oh, we got a seafood festival in Fort Pierce. We've got the Manatee Center in Fort Pierce doing something. We've got Sandy Shoes going on, and mostly it's in Fort Pierce this weekend. And up
Fort
in,
Pierce is busy this weekend.
pardon me.
Fort Pierce is busy this weekend.
It is busy this weekend. Yes. If you're bored in Martin, St. Lucie, Okeechobee counties, it's your fault because there's too much to do. We've got too many parks, too many festivals, too many, at least 36 music venues on a weekend to go to and you make your own fun. I mean,
You know that's amazing because I never knew that so much entertainment and actions go around in Martin County and St. Lucie County.
are you from Connecticut or New England?
Does he sound like a New England man,
No.
doesn't he?
Philadelphia?
Okay.
Yes.
That's up there.
Yeah.
I'm from Pittsburgh and we don't have the same accent.
Well, you from Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh is not really part of Pennsylvania.
Oh, it's not.
You're close. You're closer to the Chicagoan area.
Oh no, we're on the Ohio,
I know,
West
so
Virginia
Cincinnati-
borderline.
Yeah. Yeah.
Cincinnati. So
But we're not from the eastern side. We're from the western side.
Yeah,
so
that's true.
I'll
Okay.
forgive you.
Yeah.
you forgive me. I forgive
right.
you as well.
All right. Fair enough.
But we got a powwow this weekend, the 54th annual Native American powwow in St. Lucie County this weekend. There's the new brewery.
Oh, I want to hear about that.
Yeah, the new brewery anniversary Mash Monkeys. That's up in Sebastian is going on tomorrow from 1 to 10. The charity paddle second annual Paradoyan challenge at the Indian River Lagoon for the Paradoya Brewing Company is in Sebastian this weekend. The dock
So we-
cleanup is in
We
Gifford.
need to go to that.
Do they pick up poop or something? Is that
Pardon
what
me?
they do? Doggy cleanup? Is that they do? pick
No,
up-
no,
Oh,
it's a
Okay, I feel
it's a
silly.
paddle.
oh,
paddle.
They're paddling
like my
like
paddling,
they're yeah, like you're paddling.
my
but
dragon boat.
no, not a dragon boat, but they're doing the kayaks
Oh, okay. So forget what I said. I
Oh.
thought you said doggy cleanup.
can paddle any type of vessel launched from
Oh,
the
Frank.
end of
Yeah.
Cleveland Street.
I haven't changed.
You feel my pain though,
I-
right? Yes. Okay. Go ahead.
It's if you're going to make fun of my accent, I'll do it more.
Oh, Deb, just keep on reading.
Do that Pittsburgh act.
Oh,
Yes, that's
yeah.
right.
Pittsburgh
We got
accent.
the Mutt March and Waterfest from the city of Stewart at the Humane Society.
That
And,
sounds great.
and let's see, at Memorial Park is the Mutt March. That's tomorrow at 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. We have up, like I said, the Manatee Discovery Day at 11 to 2 tomorrow at Fort Pierce on, it's not Seaway Drive. It's, I guess it is Seaway Drive.
Okay.
I didn't
could
think
just-
it was. I thought it was on a slough, but I guess they call it. We got a pig roast. The 4th annual Wesley
that sounds
Island
good.
Pig Roast is at Seaway Drive
All
in
right.
Fort Pierce.
Okay.
So we've got jazz music in Fort Pierce tomorrow. We've got the pig roast and we've got manatee education all going on. You can walk
Yeah.
if you can
Nice.
find a parking spot.
Right. You can go walk from one venue to the next.
And the
Yes.
green market on Saturday
And-
morning. You
and
can
the
start
Saturday
early in the
mornings,
morning.
and then they got the food market next
Yeah.
door to it.
Wow.
So I did that a couple weeks ago when I went to the Cracker Trail parade, and everything was going on.
Yeah.
That was had the
Really?
Manatee Center. They had downtown. They had the market going on, and then 75 horses blew into town.
Joseph, you
Wow.
should really check out what we have here. This is a really
I-
great place to live and play.
It sounds like it's fun.
Yeah.
Now, Lisa, did you actually tell them what's coming up at Inspire Living as far as the jazz brunch and?
I
Oh,
was
so
just
they,
about ready to do that. We
Okay.
have a jazz brunch coming up on the anyway.
On April 13th.
April 13th, and we are inviting people that that have been interested in our community that want to come and celebrate and take a look at it. It's going to be poolside, and we're going to have a jazz.
And you guys will be a special guest if you decide you want to come.
Yep,
Nice.
you'll be
Thank you.
invited,
All right.
and
Thank
we'll
you.
have a jazz ensemble there, and we'll be showing off our stuff there and showing people what we've got. And then on the 27th of April, we'll be doing a car show and community picnic. So
Wonderful.
Wow.
we're really
you
excited to
have-
bring people out.
You went to the car.
Actually, it's an antique car show, all antique cars, about 20 to 25 in the parking lot. And we'll have tables set up as picnic tables we're doing hamburgers, hot dogs, and so on and so forth.
Old-fashioned.
Just to get to know people in the community and, do some networking.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun.
Aren't we
Yeah.
doing the 50s, 60s
music, right?
theme? So we'll have that music going.
Yeah, the music will be going on.
Yeah.
We'll be dancing.
If
You
you're
can
going to
dance.
get up
Will
off
we be
your chair-
dancing?
yes, you will. If you're
Joseph?
bopping,
The
I think
car
you should
driver-
wear your poodle.
Poodle skirt. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. You got to have the poodle skirt. Yeah. You got to have that
Alicia
going on.
probably has a poodle. She's got everything.
But it's the
Right.
23rd annual Antique Car Festival at the Elliott Museum this weekend,
Oh, that's nice.
and that's a
Yeah,
big deal
yeah.
here.
Matter of fact, some of the same cars is going to be at our place. at
True.
Inspire Living.
They travel, huh?
Yes. Did you contact the cruisers
guess
that
you could call
do
that
the
a
car
genuine
show
road
that
show.
to bring the cars? Because Frank also knows someone that does car shows at the
Yeah.
Ace Hardware,
Yeah,
and
Yeah.
and it's the same cars.
Right.
pretty much the same cars.
Yeah. Yeah, those are great. And I think they have the car show over at the mall, the Treasure Coast Mall, and they moved it over to where what is it, the Lowe's?
Yep.
I think it's at
Lowe's.
Lowe's. Yeah,
Lowe's.
Lowe's.
Oh,
yeah.
at
Mm.
Lowe's
Yeah.
and Stewart.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
We're excited.
Yeah. Yeah.
you
those
should
are
be.
always
You
a lot
have
of
lots
fun.
of different. Every time you have an event, you should get a hold of us. Either call in, come in, or give me a flyer so that we can announce what's going on
Yeah.
in
We're
your
just
facility.
open. We're not even
And-
full open. So
right.
that once that happens,
And then on
Thank
a
you so
Friday,
much.
we could do a live remote right from your facility.
I
That'll
would
be
love
fun.
for you to come to the car
That'll be
show and do a
perfect.
live
That'll be-
remote.
I would love that.
Okay. All right. It's a
So
day.
that,
then
Joseph?
and he'll send me
Yeah.
because he has to be on the board. So
So-
I'm the live remote.
Well, that's how it
And
And
works.
that we've done that before.
Like,
Oh my gosh.
You
no
can always,
problem. I think
I'll
it'll be
I'll train
great,
you
Deb.
up, Deb. You can work the board and then I'll go out.
There you
Yeah,
go.
Yeah,
of
I'll train
course.
you up.
We had
How hard is it to push a couple buttons, right, Joseph?
not at all.
Right, there it
Not
is.
at all.
I want to
There it
say
is.
something
Yeah.
about
I like to push buttons, especially Frank's buttons,
Yeah.
because at the end of the day, he's like crazy.
Oh no.
I want to say something real quick.
All
Like
right.
living here in Martin County and of course working for the chamber so long and meeting a lot of really great people. It's such a great, caring, giving community. And I think Joseph, you've seen that too. Like what people are just so willing to step up and help.
I've seen it in the last few months that I actually relocate into the area. To actually, I see it, I feel it, and I just know that we are surrounding ourselves with the right people.
Yes, indeed.
Yes, you have a wonderful staff. I'm sure if you have Lisa on board, you've got the best.
All right, you got a leg up on everybody already.
Yes.
So that's so true.
And we have you guys as well.
There it
So,
is.
That's right.
Well said.
Amen.
How much do we need, and who do we need other than you guys?
No, that's it. You got it all wrapped up now.
We
I
gotta,
like it.
we're not gonna let you forget. We're gonna commit to those Fridays, a couple of Fridays now.
All right, you got it. It's not a
Mhm.
problem for me. All
Sounds
right.
good.
All
We've
right.
got to take another break real quick. We'll be back. Don't go away.
All right, this is our last break, so stick with us. We are back.
And we want to thank everyone from Inspired Living. I mean, Lisa's here. She's going to stay till the end, but your cohort.
Actually, Joseph Brown, our executive director, decided to call in because his passion for what we do is strong, and he wanted to be heard and meet you
Yeah,
all.
And we're glad.
absolutely.
And he's a delightful gentleman. I can't wait to meet him.
He's wonderful.
Yes, we'll put it in our bucket list to make sure to go over and visit with him.
Right.
And you're going to be over there doing our live remotes.
I
so
can do that. I can call
have
in.
phone will travel.
That's right.
Yes, that's
Years
his new
ago, you
moniker.
couldn't do that. You had to take the whole team.
Oh, I know.
You know, like in the morning, Melman in the morning, wasn't it? And
Cheater and Melman, yeah.
And they would go in and do breakfast
Yes.
in downtown Jensen, downtown Stewart, someplace
Right.
like that.
Yeah.
And they had to have the crew there because they had to.
Well, they had
Tape-
a
tape
lot
it.
of, yeah, they had to have the station van had
Right.
an antenna on it, and
Right.
they had to have all the equipment, and it was like a big to do.
It was.
Yeah.
It still probably is, but
it
not
is.
as bad.
The equipment's been miniaturized.
Right.
Yeah.
So I could take a phone and take pictures that really can't come through, but
right. Well,
but
yeah.
call on the phone.
Yeah, so there's so many different things we can do. And if you're ever interested in advertising with us here at WSTU, give us a call and we'll make something happen for you.
Oh, yes.
We'll help
We
you get
will
your
work
message
with
out there.
anyone's pocketbook.
Yes.
What's your listenership anyway?
Well, our listenership is it depends upon if you're talking just radio or internet, because when you're talking about radio, it's into the thousands, but when you're talking about internet, it's like it's off the chart. It's just
Okay.
incredible.
You can stream us.
So when we do a show, it's pretty interesting because we save all the shows, and we stream them on YouTube. And so when we save a show like today, for example, you can grab today's show and then you can put it on your website, or if you have a Facebook,
You could go on
page,
That'd be
YouTube.
great. Yeah, we
Yeah,
have
you can
our
do
own
that.
website.
WSTU.com.
WSTU1450.com. And when you go to that website, it's just click on Listen Now, and you can hear us live. For example, Mike Thomas will be doing a ball game tonight at 7:00. We're
Right.
going to air that game live, and that'll be Martin County at South Fork.
Right.
So you bring your phone, your listening device with you. You go to WSTU1450.com. You can listen to the game live and get the play-by-play, and then watch the game. How cool is that?
That's good.
So it's like, and yet, so you're using the internet, but it's live radio all at the same time.
Oh,
So
I think that's fantastic.
yeah, so
Yes.
we know how to blend the technologies. We can do that.
You can do that.
Yes.
You just press the buttons on the board.
And it's just a couple of buttons. Now
And the
again.
buttons are from 1956.
It does look vintage.
It is vintage. It is,
But it works.
it works. It's the same
and it
board.
works great.
Yes.
It's the same board that you went to college with.
Yes, I studied in 1972 when I took radio broadcasting in school, and I had a very similar board I worked with. So it's like when I came into the studio, it was like, "Hi, honey, I'm home." It was
I
great.
bet it works better than the new ones.
Yeah, I mean they're pretty much they're always working. Yeah, I mean it's been a steady eddy for us, so we cannot complain about
No, we
that.
can't.
Not at all. Not
No.
at all. So we got about a little over 5 minutes left. So what else can we talk about, Debbie, that's going on that we haven't already touched on?
Let me go on my
Yeah, your Stewart Nightlife, right?
Yes,
Yes.
my
See,
Stewart Nightlife.
See, I already know her shtick here. So she's got Stewart Nightlife already up on her phone, on her device, her personal device. So, which is pretty cool. And then
I know that I went to the Riverwalk last weekend,
Mhm.
and there was an amazing band. It was the Rock and Jake band, and oh my God! I usually get there and I listen to a song or two and then go off and walk around. I never left. This band was amazing.
Wow.
And the guy pulled out. If he had one, he had 20 harmonicas.
Wow.
He did blues. He did jazz. He was originally from New Orleans for a while, and now he's traveling around.
Mm.
And it's not giving me calendar. Okay,
There it is.
let's hope. It went from here we go. Sometimes it goes back and forth to
It's
do
slow.
different things.
I know.
See, Delta Dave is at Manatee Island in Fort Pierce. Dr. Papa Chubby is at Archie Seabreeze. It used to be Chubby in the band, and I don't know why they call him Papa Chubby.
I don't want to know.
John Faulkner is at Sellers Return until
Okay.
6.
Okay.
Josh Horton is at Square Grouper in Jupiter. Greg and Brian is at Captain Hiram's. Brian Defansky is at Twisted Tuna till 7. Matt Ingram is at Manatee Island in Port Salerno till 7:30. Cash C and Fiddle Crab, they're at Captain Hiram's from 5 to 8. I think Captain Hiram's has a band outside in the Tiki Bar and a band inside.
Oh, okay. That makes sense.
Yeah. Double Roads Tavern, which is down in Jupiter,
Mm-hmm.
has Damien LaBeer, and they usually do jazz, blues, something like that down
Mhm.
in that. Soul Jam is in Sebastian. Piece of Woodstock, Summer Crush Vinery, and Vineyard and Winery. Big Coke is at Archie's at 6 to 9. Let's see, who's at Drum Circle is always at the Senate Dragon. Frank and Dean is at the Talk House. Frank Latira is at the Gin Mill. Free Whiskey Band is at Cobb's Landing. Jason Montero is at the Coral Gun Club, wherever that's at.
Okay.
Music and guns.
Guns
N' Roses.
Guns N' Roses. There it is. Yeah. Well,
Rick Johnson is at Harry and the Natives. Sonny and Curtis is at Shuckers. I'm looking to see that Tom Jackson Band is at Port St. Lucie Civic Center tonight. They always have a free concert.
Oh.
Whether this is free or not, it doesn't say.
all right.
Um,
You'll find out when you get to the door.
right. Zach Jones is at Pinch Peel and Pool. Have you ever had their food? It's
Yeah.
amazing.
It's
Mm.
very, very good.
It's
Yeah.
amazing. The Blue Cypress Bluegrass is at Marsh Landing. And I'm looking for Sellers Return. Oh, Country Line Dancing is from 7 to 9 tonight.
Oh boy.
Yay.
Sorry.
I know who will be there. Miss Sandy Dworkin, my
Yeah.
friend from Nettles Island,
Yeah.
and she teaches it. Last weekend was the Spring Fling at Nettles Island. What a hoot. Alita and the boys were fantastic.
Hmm.
And then Al Jones was there Monday night. He was fantastic. And the Dolphin Bar is John Sylvia. So it's karaoke the rest of the night. So if you're out and about tonight, check out. We got enough. The Pelican Cafe,
Right.
Sellers Return,
Stuart
Sneaky
Nightlife,
Tiki,
yeah.
go to StuartNightlife.com.
Mhm.
And we'll be back next Friday.
Yes.
Can I
And
say
it's the
thank you?
last Friday of March.
Yes.
Can I just quickly say thank you to Frank
Aw. You're so
and of
sweet.
course Debbie.
Yes.
Inspired Living is extremely happy to be in the community, and I can't wait to see all your moms and dads coming in and asking for Lisa.
All right. Sounds like a plan. All
Okay.
right. Thank you.
Thank you.
And
Thanks,
Thank
Lisa.
you.
All right. And we'll be back next week. So stay tuned and listen
Ciao for now.
high school sports tonight, 7 o'clock.